Hi, welcome back to Smoking SE7887's pipe videos. We were just talking about, is tobacco a gateway drug? We discussed what a gateway drug is, and some of the drugs that you might go on to if you try tobacco. Let's talk about what tobacco really is. One of the big things about I have a cold. Shit. One of the big things is people who try downers like alcohol are more likely to try stronger downers like heroin and cocaine. No, not cocaine's upper. Heroin and crack, or morphine, and people who try let's get tobacco. People who try soft drugs, they're uppers like caffeine, pep pills, ecstasy, are more likely to try drugs that are stronger uppers like crystal meth and cocaine. Or PCP. I'm having trouble keeping my pipe lit. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Sorry for the delay. So, how do you avoid a gateway effect? First thing to do is, if you are going to smoke pot, and there's nothing wrong with smoking pot, I mean, check your state or country's rules and see how severe the penalties are for getting caught with pot. Some countries it's a ticket, some states it's a ticket, some are states and countries it's like, it's like a fine, but it goes on your record. In some states, it's a jail time. So, check to see. But we're here to talk about tobacco, not pot. So, my point is, it went out again. Shit. One way you can, sorry, I'm going to have to puff on my pipe more regularly. One way you can avoid a gateway effect is You know, don't hang out with people who, you know, are behind schools, you know, smoking, you know, tobacco, because those kids are more likely to try hardcore drugs. I mean, not every group of kids like that, but be careful. Another thing is discipline. If someone does offer you, you know, do you want to smoke, do you want to do a line of coke, or do you want to inject a little heroin, simply say no. Discipline is really the best thing you can do to avoid a gateway effect. And being happy with tobacco is another thing. One thing that leads people to other drugs is they need a bigger high. Tell yourself, see, I can get pretty high on this pipe. I mean, it's not marijuana, but I can get pretty high on this pipe. See? See? I'm already feeling lightheaded. So you don't need hardcore drugs to, you know, feel relaxed. And again, I have no moral issues with people smoking pot or smoking hash. I have no moral issues with that. As long as you're 18, as long as you don't give it to kids, as long as you don't do it near a school or a playground or something like that, I have no moral issues whatsoever with people doing it. Another thing you can do to avoid a gateway effect is you're not going from, like, if you start with, like, say, a pipe like this, saying to yourself, well, I tried a pipe, so I'm going to try a tobacco pipe, so I'm going to try, like, a cigar now because that's harder. Then we're going to try a cigarette because that's even harder. Then we're going to try chewing tobacco because that's even harder. Then we're going to try snuff because that's even harder. The more you do that, the more likely you're going to go on to hardcore drugs. Another thing about hardcore drugs that I don't like is they really mess you up. They really, really hurt your brain. They really make you do really weird things. Like, I've seen people, I haven't seen people, but I've seen pictures of people who scratch themselves repeatedly when they're on meth, who will, like, have sex for money when they're on heroin, who will get, like, HIV from heroin. It's nasty. I don't think the people who do it are nasty, but I think the drugs are nasty. And just the health risks of tobacco are a lot less than crack and meth and stuff like that. So we have to break the parts here. So we'll do a short video, and then we'll stop. So one more video, probably 10 minutes, and then we'll stop. See you in the next part.